which are sort of more logistics of the bill, like tightening up the bill.
I have to say, and you know, we were talking before the show, because I'm a lot older than you, and I went to college in '78 to '82, University of Chicago, and in my dormitory, there was non-gendered bathrooms.
Really?
I mean, you know, and I remember this being an issue that came up with my mother, and I said, no, this is the wave of the future. And here we are. You know, I graduated in '82, here we are in 2015, and this issue is still coming up. And I'm like, way back when, I was like, no, Ma, this is the wave of the future, this is the way people are going to be, because it's just ridiculous. And that was back then.
Wow.
You know, and just...
Yeah, and well, it's interesting too in that there are so many places that do have gender-neutral bathrooms, but then you try to take it on a large scale. And not that the bill is pushing for gender-neutral bathrooms everywhere, but you do look at different schools have, you know, very relaxed policy. They have gender-neutral bathrooms, or, you know, are very protective of transgender people who want to use either bathroom. I've seen even signs. GLAAD has these signs, and I worked at BU Law to get these signs up as well that say, sometimes if a bathroom isn't gender neutral, a sign that says, this is a transgender friendly restroom. Please use the bathroom you feel most comfortable in.
But it's very polite. You know, and I think it's very important to mention that there are ordinances. Various cities, municipalities around Massachusetts, Boston, for example, have an ordinance that long ago outlawed discrimination and accommodations for transgender people. And these issues we're currently discussing have never come up. And Suffolk County District Attorney Dan Conley even wrote a letter to that effect to the state legislature that, you know, in all of his years, and there are many, many at this point, because he's been a great DA, is that this never come up.
Absolutely.
This has never come up, and yet, for whatever reason, people get extraordinarily paranoid. They do, and it comes up.
No, I think people definitely, they try to, every fear comes out. You know, when something comes that's gonna, even if it's not gonna change the way things are drastically, it's just gonna formalize something, or it's just gonna add this extra protection. People get incredibly afraid of that kind of change. But no, it is a great point that so many communities of Boston, in Massachusetts have these protections. You know, we're just trying to expand it to a statewide level and protect a lot of people who currently don't have this kind of protection, who need something in the law.
You've been watching Legal Lines. Legal Lines is brought to you by the Massachusetts LGBTQ Bar Association. My guest here today is Cameron McGinn. He is the co-chair of the CTI, and our phone number here is 617-708-3290, 617-708-3290. So let's get back. I should point out to our audience that the bill that's currently pending at the State House is either House Docket 3072, that's in this House, State House, it's 3072, and in the Senate, it's 398. And so we would recommend that people call their state rep, their state senator, and ask them to support these very important bills. Again, it's in the House, it's 3072, and in the Senate, it's 398. So what else do you guys have planned? What else is on your agenda?
One important initiative we're working on, well, actually we have two right now. Awesome. One is a long-standing project we have, and the other is sort of a newer one. The long-standing is we have trans-identified potlucks. And they're very nice. We try to have a couple events a year that are focused on the whole bar association, and allies are always welcome. The other co-chair is an ally, you know, so allies are always welcome at our events, but we try to have these potlucks that are for trans identified individuals, and it's a really great opportunity for I remember as a law student meeting trans attorneys and talking about, what is it like to come out to an employer, things like that, and also just enjoy food. We have it at different members' houses. And so that's something we've been doing for a long time. A new initiative we're working on is seeing how we can help law schools be more inclusive. And we're currently working on what focus we want to have. I think it's important to have a direct line to law students because law students know best what needs to happen at their schools.
Sure.
So some schools have gender-neutral bathrooms. Some schools have so there's not a bathroom issue there, but there may be a problem with the roster where their birth name is on the roster for professors instead of the name they want to use. There's so many sort of nuances.
Sure.
So we're working at setting up that communication and also being able to work with administrators who want to be inclusive but don't know how. How can we do sensitivity trainings? How can we sort of present a way for these schools to initiate trans-inclusive policies?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that. And you guys used to have a program for employers as well.
Yes.
Oh, I love that program. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah, well, and it's great. We have attorneys who work in a lot of areas of the law on CTI. So we have one attorney, Kathy Rubin, who works.
She is awesome.
Yeah, she's really great, and she's works in employment law, and so she's very interested in those sort of trainings. And we have very active law students who are kind of connected to the Law Student Project, and so we try to have play to our members' strengths to see how they can help the organization.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, and she's actually been on the program.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
And it's just a matter of communication.
Yeah.
For the employer to have good communication with employees, because then everybody feels more comfortable. And guess what? You have a more productive working environment.
Exactly. If people feel better, they're going to be more efficient at work and
more efficient, more loyal to the company, and the company will make more money, which is the point.
Definitely. And so many employers and schools that we've heard from really want to be inclusive, and so it's this effort of being able to communicate, okay, we know what you want to do, and it's great, and these are the best ways to do it.
So I think most people have been receptive, I would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think the idea of the name tags is a good one, because I think that relates to everything.
Yeah.
Because it's a statement, and it's such an obvious statement. You're literally wearing it.
Yeah.
And it makes people think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And once you start down that road, only good things can happen when people start. And as far as people having all these fears and everything, when they meet people with name tags, maybe, they see people like you you're very nice and very, very friendly and nice to meet and everything, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then once they do that, it's like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, absolutely.
So good luck to you, and good luck to CTI.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate having you on the show. And to our audience, again, please call the State House, call your rep, call your senator. It's a very important bill. Again, in the State House, it's 3072, and in the Senate, it's 398. And thank you very much, Cameron.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for tuning in to Legal Lines. Legal Lines is brought to you by the Massachusetts LGBTQ Bar Association. We're brought to you live the third Wednesday of every month. Tune in March 18th, the day after St. Patrick's Day, for the next episode of Legal Lines. Thank you very much, Cameron. Really a pleasure.
Thank you so much.